Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Map 2, the pick of Bestia is upon us. Fogs and Pineapple Phillips on the mics once more. And Bestia snagged their opponent's map pick by virtue of a tremendous comeback in the second half. It was an 8-4 lead for Imperial that led to an 11-13 loss overall. We'll have to see if Bestia can secure it in 2 or if Imperial will send us off to overpass. Imperial starting the CT side of Inferno. It is the side most teams elect to start on. Bestia gonna go for a walk down banana for a pop into B.
Explosive B take on the cards. They do use their Molotov, their smokes. And Henny up on second orange. This has not been cleared yet. He finally starts spraying away. No Way and Henny find a pair, but meyern does answer back onto No Way. Down goes deco. meyern in the pit, 1v4. Gets the first, has the bomb, but this is nigh impossible, and it will be that. As felps comes in and finishes off meyern from banana. Pistol round won by Imperial, a critical pistol round for them, as losing this one, Nate, would really torpedo their chances of a strong CT half. They need everything they can get. And even as it stands, Bestia are content to force into this one with dual Berettas on deco against guns. This is an interesting choice.
This is a choice of all time. One of the choices.
Yep.
It was always a possibility, I just didn't think it would be a reality. Mind, on this map, Bestia are favored on both sides, technically over 50% win rate on either side, but they have a 60% win rate on the T side. They're expecting 7, maybe 8 rounds if the stats are to be believed. Tomaszin walking in apartments with 2 other players having jumped in. There are 3, make it 4 A-site defenders as No Way has been left spotting top banana. This is a good setup for Imperial. The question is, how solid is this pop play? Henny only has a USP. He's saving for the op. It's a risky call, but it can work out. Actually, 3 players with helmets. It might not work out. Be punished for this exact play. Bestia. What is the call? A straight pop and flashes out. Up towards lane they come. VINI on top with an auto shot. He has a lot to do. 1 secured, 2 secured, 3. All but not quite. Felps picks up where he left off. And Henny with the USP finds 1. Bolts the final. I like the call from Bestia. A little bit slow though. It allows for a rotation from Imperial. And 4 players on the site prove insurmountable. Do we see an op in round 3? Yes, we do. Henny bringing it out. 2 M4s, an auto shotgun, and an MP9 remain as well for the other players. Bestia should be on a save, maybe an upgraded pistol or 2. They should give away this round. They do. Tech 9 for Noxa, and P250s for Tomaszin and meyern. Deagle for luchov as well, actually. So this could be scary, but all depends on how they play it.
There's an opener for bolts on the man with the Tech 9 there that you mentioned, Nate. That'll just make this round a little less damaging. There still are 2 P250s and a deagle in the hand of luchov. I would guess hands is the proper term. I don't think anyone is going to be firing a 50 caliber handgun with 1 hand on it.
I could.
I would pay money to see that. Felps farms 2 though, so he's making some money. He'll get out of there alive, and No Way will not be the one to take out tomaszin. It's Henny instead. There's No Way's long-range spam onto deco. Bursting with the MP9 at range. Using that gun at that range effectively. But here comes buy number 1 and test number 1 for Imperial on their CT side. VINI still has that auto shotgun, but do not underestimate it, folks. That gun can cook.
Definitely can. Especially in those stomping grounds that he's been holding in towards apartments. Full AKs for Bestia, not trifling with the op for Noxy. Don't really have the money for it. This solid utility for the T side. This is the map pick they should be comfortable on. No Way getting stuck jumping up onto the sandbags. Is caught by the flames. Noxa finding 1. He's low though, and he's walking into the flames as well. 21 HP for the opper. Bolts. Should be smoking here sooner rather than later. He's playing the spot. Just throw down the smoke. All 5 Bestia players are here. There has been no rotation from Imperial, so if they can unseat bolts, they will have the site for free, and Imperial will likely be forced to save.
There's the pick onto Deco, but the bomb goes down. Nachtza, very low on health, but he can still find some damage. If he can grab the op somehow, that would be even better, but that's going to be a very tall task. Bolts clearing up through Church. Might get peeked on by luchov. Luchov spots him out. He removes Henny. Tomaszin and luchov getting 2 more apiece. VINI last man standing up on banana. Nachtza in water. Jumps across. They escape. And VINI will not. Gun round works for BESTIA. Nachtza will get the op as well. The buy will be there for Imperial. They got enough money to reinvest into this one, but that is going to bring them towards the end of their accounts here. BESTIA with a good opportunity to try and draw a level of 3 apiece very early on. That's exactly how a B take needs to work on the gun rounds.
It is Nachtza as well on the op. An opportunity to strike back. Henny has his own. And again, Henny has been sharp with it. Winning, I think, the only op duel we've seen on Anubis. Felps getting aggressive in apartments. My friend tomaszin is standing in the middle of the bridge. Timing is everything. Felps, arrow spotted. Should have been at least. And Nachtza, a boost up banana. Holding for no way. If he spots for information, he might get caught. It all depends on that reaction time. At 20 left, we finally see the peek from Felps. He's stuck behind the wall. He's struggling to survive, but tomaszin will allow him to escape if he wishes. Pressuring B. Damage exchange through the smoke. As we cross that minute mark, no casualties for either side.
The extra rotation is here. VINI swings, but he's getting utility away. Smoke splashes in. Opening fight. Deco will trade out onto nowhere, but that was belabored from luchov. That should have been a free kill. Instead, though, it's a man advantage in a 4v3 situation for BESTIA. tomaszin tossing the Molotov out towards Church, forces VINI away, and this might be an early save from Imperial, as Henny wants nothing to do with it. VINI gets domed, and that will bring the retreat bell for Imperial. I think felps is trying to play exits here. But BESTIA with 2 in a row have a nice opportunity to grow their lead in this T side. It is their map pick after all, folks. They took Imperial's pick of Anubis. A narrow 13-11 victory, sure, but a victory nonetheless. And now they go to their stomping grounds, a map which Imperial have not played aside from 1 map in the last 3 months. That's almost out of that 3-month window. 1 exit for Henny, but does it really matter? Not really. There's still enough money on BESTIA to reinvest. And it's not like the op gets you a lot of loss bonus. It's going to have to be a half buy around these guns, maybe a full force, but 3rd round loss, Nate. Risky if they go for it, but risky in a different way if they don't.
It is. And he still has his op. Hope still has an M4. Gonna half buy a pistol for no way. Everybody else is saving. 5.7 can do damage, but struggle. Both rifles over towards A as well. BESTIA changing gears now, going for a heavy A lane. 2 players getting apartments control. A 3rd in alt middle. Flashing for the hall speak. That was just a little while earlier. There were 2 players posted and in the open, ready to take.
Henny mollied back, blinded. Felps will get the opening, though, for Imperial. That will help them out significantly. Spray through that smoke, finding nothing. That bait and switch with bolts can yield some big results. Bomb will be recovered. Do BESTIA want to go back to their tried and true B finish? I don't think they want to, but it might be the prudent call, considering there was 4 people here, but felps has now made his rotation back to B. The smoke might clue him into what's going on as the brackets control is being taken by the T side. Henny still has that op over on lane. VINI USP holding up on site. If he gets something, that would be a big boost to the CT side. Henny needs to get at least one, though. He's essentially in a one-and-done spot. He's flashed away, forced back to side. He gets caught jumping in. That's a gift to BESTIA. They clear out Pit with the Molotov. meyern looks around, but he does actually spray him down with the USB. It actually almost gets a second kill, too. Tomaszin comes through onto bolts, flanking around through brackets. Just no way in felps left to find. Guns, and felps is not going to clear graveyard. That is his undoing. No way 1v3, no armor. Surely his name lives up to the odds he has in this one, and that will be the case.
Yeah, no chance, but damage done. Damage done is pretty big. Pause called of a technical oopsie variety. Some of the various terms we could use. That means no conversing about the game. That means just fixing the issue and getting back into it. The money from BESTIA is being built slowly yet surely. Imperial have another chance at it, but they won't have the op for Henny. It'll be rifles instead. I think that's okay. He's found an op kill here and there, but it has not had the impact that a rifle could not. I think the rifle actually be more suited, more flexible, and just help Imperial overall, given the situation. BESTIA should have no problem reinvesting here. There's the reconnect. Oh, another player disappearing. And reconnecting, it appears. Some ping issues, I'm sure. 3 apiece, though. BESTIA looking ready to take away the lead.
BESTIA looking to claim that lead, steal it from Imperial, or maybe take their rightful place at the top of the scoreboard. Either way, it is their map pick, so it is a map they should be expected to win. We are going back into this one momentarily here, folks, and there we are. Medics have been accomplished, issues have been fixed. That's one thing that we've mentioned a lot over these qualifiers, Nate, is how fast the match medics and the tech issues have been resolved in CS2, which is a welcome change from 2, 3, 4 minutes being considered short back and go.
Yeah, match medics very quick. I think it might be something to do with the servers they're hosting on as well, probably being revamped in a big way in preparation for CS2. Total exchange towards Banana early on. It looks like it could be a bit more of a default for BESTIA as they get control of Banana while also lurking in apartments of bolts. Looking to take the fight to his opponents. In Banana, he'll find one. No way combines for a second through the smoke. And Noxa, he's got a quiet map. He has an op towards tree. And find a way back into this would be big. There are 3 players here all challenging. They're going to force the issue as well. meyern, good for 1. Noxa peeking out. If anybody from Imperial continues to challenge, they will fall. Smoking. Noxa might go ahead of it. He's thinking about it. Swinging through timings, everything. He'll find it. Felps drops tomaszin. In the meanwhile, though, and the up of Noxa gets a little bit too audacious. Taken down by Henny. Struck down by the opera on the M4. And once this round is finished, he has an op right at his feet, ready to grab. The last alive is meyern. He found the opener in Banana, but he is stuck. He has no HP, and he's going to be backstabbed. Felps spots him. Awkward spray, but he gets the kill, grabbing an AK as well. And Henny, as I mentioned, grabbing the op. Imperial reestablish a tenuous lead, but BESTIA's economy is not reset.
No, it is not. They're able to reinvest at least one more time. They're teetering on the edge of a reset now. A bomb plant might be enough to get them over the line with some glills, maybe some Mac 10s, but a win here for BESTIA is exactly what they're looking for. Op for Henny, though, was a dangerous proposition in the hands of Imperial. AK for bolts as well, and VINI too. Utility still good for BESTIA, but they are starting to hedge their way in towards A, at least in the early default. Got a feel for Noxa there because he's going in. He's not expecting the 3rd player on B. He's only expecting the 2nd. That's why he just runs in there knife out. He's like, all right, cool. I got Banana control. Let's go. And then he just gets sprayed down by Henny. Unlucky there. No way he is going to stay alive here. VINI goes 1 for 1. Felps is here as well. They have to know no way's around the corner. They've taken some damage from him. Brilliant from Felps to find the 2nd onto tomaszin. this is now a double man advantage for Imperial. Starting to stabilize on the CT side. Felps makes it a Hattie. Noxa 1v4. Bolts, Felps, and No Way on the site. Bolts and Graveyard. Felps and No Way both on lane. Very unwinnable situation for Noxa. But he's going to have one for free. Does he clear towards Grave? No, he doesn't. He's dead.
Okay, he does get one. Bolts repositions and whiffs the spray. Noxa given a kill. Felps, though, entering raid boss status for the defense. 12 kills. The next closest is Henny at 7 on the op. And there's no one to rival him on the side of BESTIA either. BESTIA struggling. 3 players at 5, 1 at 1, and 1 at 4. They begin to fall by the wayside. Their economy has been broken now. Out a bomb plant in that last round. They can't justify an investment. The P250 for meyern, some utility sprinkled about. Rifles and an op for Imperial as they look to make this half their own. Flash into Banana, but they run into the flames, and Bolts' spam is connecting. Its spam rings true. He finds 4. Felps mops it up. And a 6th round succinctly taken by Imperial. They guarantee at least a tie at half, but they're hungry for more. Keep in mind, Imperial, they always do well to build leads in the first half, but they struggle when the going gets tough.
Yeah, they're like the hare, and their opponents tend to be the tortoise. Imperial hop out to a quick lead. They'll get to the half with 8-4-7-5. Then they'll be, okay, we can go take a nap now, boys. We got the job done. Meanwhile, their opponents grind it out. Felps charging all the way down. The Molotovs helping with that final of the third. This is a great adjustment from Imperial. BESTIA are getting caught just liberated here. I won't even say with their pants down because they're trying to adapt by working different areas of the map. They're just unable to do anything at all to counter. VINI's also suffocating in through apartments and sucks the air out of the room with the last one onto meyern. 7-3 the half now for Imperial. No money for a full buy for BESTIA. Now the best case for BESTIA is realistically an 8-4. Unless they go all in here and they try and get it to a 7-5. Risky if they do that. They're going to go for a half instead, and the halves can be potent on Inferno. Do they go back to their banana haunts? Or do they want to go for an apps pop? There's a lot of options, but Imperial's aggression is completely staggering them and stymieing anything they want to do to try and set up for some sort of take, any sort of map control.
Yeah, Imperial's really calling out their defaults, really getting aggressive, making BESTIA uncomfortable, forcing BESTIA to respect the angles, but again, they're being forced into respect after they already lose players, after they've already lost control. And Imperial are exploiting that to the fullest, really coming into form. As you mentioned, 7 secured, 8 seems like an inevitability. Full tech 9s, though, could lead to a big rush. I like the flash in. Dink onto Bolts as he runs away. BESTIA racing down Banana. They're going to race into the site through the smoke, perhaps. luchov spamming through. Connect. Bolts is down at 2, and No Way has to do a lot in pit. He's finds another. Deco finally finding inroads, but Felps again, the raid boss is in effect. 3 for him, another Hattie. He is at 18 kills and 2 deaths, and the team is truly in his backpack at this stage.
Bolts is on, or rather, Felps is on a heater. Bolts is having some good impact with multis, but Felps is the one clawing Imperial to such a lead. Felps is grabbing 2, 3 kills here, there, and everywhere. BESTIA. Last buy here. No timeout, which is curious. Maybe they have an idea of how to counter this, but the nades from Imperial are also a large part of how BESTIA are getting chunked down so early before they even make contact. Luchov over at half wall. Might just walk into the op. Not with Molotov in the corner. And he misses and burns. That is the opening pick that BESTIA have been missing for the vast majority of this half. 4 rounds is necessary to save the comeback happen. Good flash in for Felps. He does it himself. He does get 1, but he knows Noxa has slipped into the covey. 3 players still here. Bolts also reveals himself, pushing through CT. Noxa trying to get out alive, denied by Felps. VINI the one holding in towards A. His rotations will now sprint back. It's Bolts to make his way to bolster VINI's help. VINI swaps to an 8. Exchanges broadsides, takes a little bit of damage, does a lot more with that HE. Bolts is here, and Wine He's already struck onto one. In comes VINI, but it's tomaszin and deco now 2v2. Swinging out, they know where they are. tomaszin, no HP, and he falls. 9-3 Imperial, a commanding lead as we head into half number 2.
This chemistry, one look at you and my heart explodes. Just let me be the one you keep. I'll be right here through the hot and cold. But I'll be loyal to you. No need for drama. Farewell with you. Cry like Impala. Is it important for you? There ain't no bother. No, no. Just come over.
BESTIA might have bested Imperial on the map pick of the veterans, but Imperial are 4 rounds away from claiming revenge and taking us to a third and final here. The grand finals of the ESL Challenger Atlanta South American closed qualifier. It's Boggs and Nate with you on the mic for the Tonighter. Pineapple Phillips. I call him Nate, so that'll help you guys out a little bit more with who he is. But Phelps is going to charge out as an apps pop from Imperial. But Deco and Noxa going to strike first and fast. Bolts with 1 in return, but tomaszin in towards Pit will tag a pair. And Luchov comes in for the last. A critical pistol to win for BESTIA, and one they win with relative ease. Not even a sniff of a bomb planned for Imperial. And BESTIA, if they have a road for a comeback, it starts with something just like that.
Yes, it does. And not to ask the question, just before this actual second half starts in earnest, are Imperial struggling to close, or are they struggling in the second half? Because it doesn't feel like they ever got in a pole position on the last map. Didn't feel like they had gotten into a pole position either versus Audic yesterday. Was it Audic? I want to say it was Audic.
It was Audic and Red Connects too.
But I have to wonder, is it the fact that they struggle in the second half, swapping sides? Just maybe a mentality shift, or if it's something different? They lose the pistol round. We'll have to wait and see. That could be Caster's Curse. It could be Imperial quickly winning it from here on out once the rifles come through, but we'll have to see. Again, they had an 8-4 lead on Anubis and lost at 11-13. They have a 9-3 lead now. Lost the pistol.
It's a nice looking Twilight Galaxy there.
It is.
Very slow and steady pace to this Glock round. 2 P250s, 3 Glocks. And BESTIA know they don't have to peek. They don't have to push. They just need to hold the line. Wait for the pistols to come to them. Win the fights with the M4s, with the MP9, with the FAMAS. Take the range advantage and the automatic fire advantage, the damage advantage. They have every advantage. And they've even done the unconfirmed damage. Just a little bit of chip.
Noxy needs to be careful, though. He has no helmet. Tomaszin, Noxy combined for VINI. Solid start. Luchov's going to fall back, rest on his laurels on B. Rotation coming through. The issue is the players are going to race in. All 4 pistols are here. Luchov has a lot to do. The crossfire was established. It's a bait and switch. 2 for the boss, 2 for the M4. Luchov and Deco making the round clean and convincing. Good start for BESTIA in the second half. A necessary start for them to come back into this one, given the abysmal start. Again, 9-3 in the first half in favor of Imperial. Rifles coming through. If BESTIA can win this round, then there's a very distinct possibility of a comeback coming through. That's when the pressure really begins to mount for Imperial in this second half.
The AK's in hand now, Imperial. It's a bonus round for BESTIA. They've got plenty of utility. Now a nice strike on the VINI. Nobody down bottom mid, but that smoke dissipating will clue BESTIA into the fact that it's not going to be B, at least not yet. Bomb is still down T ramp. Of course, they don't know that. Luchov will not push all the way through. He'll just go for a bit of a probe, fall away, keep his gun in hand, keep things level at 5 apiece. Noxa over towards porch, spots out one, dodges the utility, peeks out wide. He gets a trade from meyern. Deco pushes through the smoke, but meyern picks up 2. Deco using the mini-map of the spot from meyern has information on where Henny is through that smoke. Makes it a 2v4. Imperial are floundering on this T side, losing out to the bonus round, to the MP9 in particular. And that continues the tale of how Imperial's second halves have continued. And I don't know what the issue is either, Nate, but whatever the issue is, it needs to get fixed.
Yes, it does. There will even be a lot of bomb plant. They haven't gotten a bomb plant yet this half, and no, they will not be allowed to do so now. No extra economic bonus. That means a very bare bones half buy in round number 16. Probably maybe Deagles, Tech 9 and armor if they're feeling zesty. Looking at the investments, it appears to be the case. Tech 9's Kevlar for 2. Tech 9 Kevlar for a 3rd. Phelps going for a dropped AK from Henny. So we have a hero rifle for Phelps. Henny goes all in by dropping the AK. I'm very confused by this investment. I guess they're hoping to do the damage. A preemptive smoke to catch the Molotov, and a push through from Phelps, but the nade takes away the smoke, and Luchov finds a player waiting, unaware, blind, confused, and dazed by the grenade. Luchov spammed in response by VINI. Now things get dangerous. Good rotation coming in from Tomaszin. A very solid nade as well to tag Henny. They're gonna give it up. Don't let that rifle get taken. All 4 Imperial attackers towards Banana.
.4v4 gives Imperial some sort of leeway back in, but Henny is a one-shot essentially on that Glock. VINI Tech 9 armor, a bit low as well. Deco and Tomaszin boosted up on what used to be flowers, now is just a ledge. In comes the B utility, though, and that will definitely clue BESTIA into what's going on. Double church rotation. The spam does take down one, but that's a low HP block. Of all the players to lose, the most innocuous for Imperial. Tomazin's spam, though, does drop no way, and that's one of the rifles. VINI will salvage, deco tag down, but it's a 2v4 hold on the site with no utility. In comes a nice high flash. It seems like only a matter of time before BESTIA notches 7 on the board. Low HP, though. VINI has a strike. It's a 2v1. This is winnable, but meyern makes it not so for Imperial. Fountain plant will be discovered. And now we see a gap of only 2 rounds. Another spy coming forward from Imperial. But do they use another timeout here is the question. Because Imperial, they still have a lead, but they're running out of space.
Yes, they are. Rifle dropped to No Way. Op dropped to Henny. They ran the numbers. The loss bonus combined with the bomb plant did give Henny more than enough to invest. So, he dropped the rifle and get the op of his own to challenge the likes of Noxy. Noxa. Henny. Does he go with the big green? How does he open this up to the squad? Actually, rather passive throwing the early utility. Noxa posted on banana, saved by luchov. Towards sandbags, who's beginning to heat up for BESTIA. Tomaszin and luchov, the two that we highlight time and again. The other two that are really keeping BESTIA in this comeback. And he's gonna try to fight in banana to support his teammate. All 4 players are. What is this from BESTIA? What is the
I was
read
about to
here?
ask the same thing. I am flummoxed at this decision. But they at least leave Noxa here to hold the line. Minimal utility left for Imperial, too. Dry kick from the op is going to be disastrous, although Noxa misses the first shot. Tosses in the HE afterwards. He's going to spam the smoke, but he's running out of ammo in the magazine. Deco will spam and find 0, but he might just catch the push-ins by felps. Henny does strike on Tomaszin. Deco spotted felps now. But felps is going to wall spam him. Deco gets caught in complacency, thinking he's safe behind the stone. Now the rotations are coming through, but the bomb is ticking away. Henny, op in hand, strikes onto Noxa as well. Save call now initiated. Luchov and meyern backing away through CT spawn. Imperial, a critical round to win. They needed to have this round. They found it. Double digits secured. But at least BESTIA can buy up again, and they're right. They've got money to work with, but Noxa needs to be hitting some of those op shots. He can't be missing all those.
No, or go to a rifle. Looks okay on the rifle as well. We talked about it before. Henny won the Opera's duel, by the way. Keeping track. They seldom happen nowadays in CS2, but that was one such. Noxa getting the op. They're prioritizing it. Luchov dropping it. They will have rifles across the board, but the economic rope has been severed at this stage. Only Noxa and Tomaszin will be able to reinvest if they lose this one. Tactical timeout used. A pretty important spot to use it at, BESTIA. I respect the call here. Your economy isn't broken yet, but you know the pressure's mounting. You know Imperial are getting fairly close to victory on map number 2. And at the same time, you know that you're on the cusp of mounting a comeback as well.
It's a very slippery slope for both teams, where they can both slide into closing this map out very quickly. But this one, right now for Imperial, it's within grasp, it's within reach. They just have to grab it, reach out, seize this map, and take us to overpass, which is a bit of a coin flip, I would have to say, considering how this is looking. But
I would agree.
for BESTIA, it would be disastrous to lose their pick.
Might shatter their confidence. Phelps has only gotten 1 kill in the second half, so his effect has been mitigated. Following his raid boss performance in first. Good nades down banana, chipping down VINI effectively. He's at 10 in this corner. effectively boxed in at this stage. BESTIA, don't overthink anything. We saw that rotation before. It's definitely overthinking the situation. BESTIA spamming. Not a lot of utility left, just one smoke. luchov. Throw that towards banana sooner rather than later. There's some flashes remaining for BESTIA on the defense. Here will have enough utility for an execute.
luchov up top, first orange. Smoke going in CT. Imperial. Time dwindling. We'll have to make a move very quickly. Noxa needs to hit a shot. He needs to start this off with a bang. Does he? Yes, he does. Strikes onto VINI. That was a low HP player. Meyern, in the meantime, picks up felps. Meyern doubles it up. Noxa caught in rotation. Henny strikes on tomaszin. That opens up the B side for business. 3v2. But luchov is here. He's biding his time. He peeks out, but Henny strikes with the op. The bomb can go down, and now it's a 2v2 retake with no utility besides one flashbang on Meyern. Kits on both, but the HP is low, and a double up in church. Deco's positioning is going to be critical. Meyern will probably not be able to get by Henny. Never mind, he jumps across, and he will get by bolts, too. They know where both are. That's critical information gained. They know where the bomb plant is, too. They have to swing Henny together, but Meyern just swings and peeks and taps. That is clean. And will the bomb planter be stopped, or the diffuser be stopped? Yes, indeed. Bolts might have just won this. In fact, I think he has.
He has Deco. Oh, double tapped it. That might be what does him in. He might have had enough time before. I'm not sure now. It's down to the wire. He gets it. Deco 6, the defuse, grabs the up and snags the round back. But what could have been a convincing victory was instead down to the wire and down to the last second. Only one player surviving for BESTIA. They scrape by the narrowest of margins. And again, it could have gone a very different direction. Noxa immediately rotating over towards A, caught in rotation by the op. luchov pushing the smoke, caught by Henny. 2 kills that probably should not have occurred. BESTIA very reactive, very proactive on their rotations, and that's getting exploited by the Imperial offense.
Yeah, it is being exploited, and it's something that is a fundamental issue right now that needs to be remedied. Another timeout used by BESTIA, and there's no reason to be frugal with them now. You have one half, essentially. They've used 2. Can they fix the issues? Can they get over the hump here? Because they've got Imperial in a weird economic situation too. 3K on felps, 1450, 1650 on No Way and VINI. Bolts and Henny dead broke. Money's horrible for BESTIA as well. They lose this. They are essentially out of the next round. This is a critical swing. BESTIA can get towards a tie if they can win this round. Imperial are looking down the barrel of map 3 if they pull this one off. There's so much importance in this round. And the silent jump into apps works out for felps and No Way. tomaszin, can he do it?
Or here, a flank coming in through the smoke, perhaps for tomaszin, who doubles down. There was already a plethora of people here. tomaszin tripling up with another kill middle. The last alive is bolts, far removed from the situation. No bomb, no control, no info. And now all 4 BESTIA players holding down over towards the bomb in brackets. Noxa just watching the crossing CT. He has the flank on lock. Bolt's probably going to try to save his gun for the next minute, which makes this a very anticlimactic end to a stellar hold from BESTIA.
Anticlimactic indeed. But BESTIA, with the backing of tomaszin, are able to secure a critical round. One they could not afford to lose. And there was a little bit of a bait and switch with Meyern. tomaszin lurking behind that smoke arch side. Meyern on lane, just spraying and praying. He did get one. But tomaszin coming through, shutting things down. Him and Meyern have been the bright spots for BESTIA on this map for the most part. luchov's had some moments too. He's a solid player. But it's really been Meyern and tomaszin who have been the driving force behind BESTIA's success, especially in the second half.
Yes, they have. And again, felps being mitigated. He's had 1 kill in the second half. He's 22 and like, I want to say 2? Maybe 3 at the end of the first. And now we stand with only 1 round
22.
separating these two teams. 22, was it 22 and 2 or 22 and 3?
I want to say it was 22 and 3.
Still a 3.0 KD, above a 3.0 KD is crazy. Wait, no, wait. 7 KD, sorry. The wrong number. Above a 7.0
3.0 is
KD.
still a good KD.
3.0 is still stellar. 7.0 is absurd.
Yeah, it really is. He was on pace for what could have been a 40 bomb in CS2, which the possibilities of a 40 bomb in CS2, you'd have to average 2 kills a round in a 20-round game. So much harder than Go.
Much harder, and of course, when you're going up against a team like BESTIA, impossible. Meyern gets out of Euler at the right time. Nachtza mollies the apartments. He was posted up with the op. That was a very niche angle to hold. It works in CSGO, but not as much in CS2. Good nades! Punished, no way. That's an opening secured for free without any proper contact taken. And while Imperial are grouping for an A play, there's 4 players ready once again. BESTIA just making the reads, making the adjustments, and outplaying Imperial in the second half. This looks to be a resounding shutout on the A side, barring some absurdity in play from Imperial.
Deco flashing in, will peek apartments, and will spot out the player up top as well. That is felps. But felps is not going to be dropped just yet. Meyern holding out towards lane. Arch is covered as well by tomaszin, supported by Nachtza. 3. Now 4 players will back away for Imperial. Slower rotation out from felps.
They're already rotating though. There's already 2 rotating to beat. They're going to beat him there.
Such a good read. Look at the time too.
Meyern 1, 2. Luchov finding 3. In fact, Meyern finding another. That was the lurk over towards A. BESTIA just ahead of the curve in every respect. They can do no wrong. They shut down Imperial. There's no plant allowed. There's no money for Imperial. They're going to still be goaded into an investment with Henny as a spear point. Actually going to be a half buy instead. Tech 9s and pistols with a Lil and an AK. But again, BESTIA are merging into a new form, outplaying their adversaries. Luchov on Banana finding 1. A good nade down should do more damage onto a second. It does. It's looking like 11 is probably going to have it sooner rather than later, unless VINI has something to say about it with this Tech 9 up close.
And there's nobody even here for VINI to find. It's been a retreat to site. Deco holding solid on the coffins area. Nachtza will toss the op over to Luchov. That's a good idea. He's so low on health. And will re-bolster the B defenses. No utility besides 1 smoke for Imperial. That's all they have. Felps peeks out. Nachtza drops the smoke. Flash in for Deco. Nachtza sprays down 1. Deco another. Sprays wildly and converts a second on retreat. Last is on a push. And Bolts gets his bell rung. BESTIA grab a very late lead here. 11-10. They have come alive. And Imperial use their first timeout of map number 2. They cannot afford to lose this map, or they will not have a trip to Atlanta. Who doesn't want to visit the state of peaches?
Now, Boggs, do you recall the round that Imperial finally used their first tactical timeout in the last map?
Yeah.
It was right when they lost the lead.
Yep.
At 10-11.
Yep. And it worked.
It worked for 1, and
Yep.
then they lost the rest. And they use a timeout every single round from then on.
Uh-huh. Maybe they don't use their timeouts early enough.
That's not even a maybe at this stage. That is a certainty.
Yeah, it was a bit of a rhetorical maybe.
Yeah. Deco's on an MP9. That is a choice.
That's a misread of the economy.
Yeah.
It's got to be. Unless he's just going to charge down Banana because screw it.
He is.
Yeah, it's literally we ball play. How is this going to work? What?
It's 1 for 2. VINI finds a pair with it. 3. Banana must have been. He He lines up a pair. Knocks lucky to be alive with the op. He was at car. He's caught by the nade of VINI. No getting away. Hold this for me, says VINI. No way, finds meyern. The last lap is tomaszin. He's got a good rotation. He's found one, but now the bomb can just bicycle back towards A, excuse me. tomaszin. Could theoretically clutch it up, but advanced positions, and again, the distraction from bolts should seal the deal. Timeout does work for the first round. tomaszin gonna try and save. There is a hunt from Banana. Good quick scope from tomaszin. Seem rather keen on hunting him. The kill would be ineffective at this stage. It would still be able to get an op on this defense.
Yeah, I mean, it's just saving extra money, which is the critical part here. But that Banana play was one of the more aggressive calls they could make.
VINI got lucky, though. Like, it still would have worked. That's the craziest part. VINI got lucky with a second player at car. It's the only reason he got a double.
And then he got the nade follow-up onto Noct as well.
That was well read, to be fair, but... yeah.
It was still 3 HP on Noct because of the spray.
Yeah. A monstrous performance from VINI.
Oh, yeah.
He's had a quiet map thus far.
So was No Way.
Yeah. The young gun. The AKs across the board, though, from Imperial. They're still on the cusp of a reset. If they don't get a bomb plant, at the very least, they're going to be on a compromised investment going up against Series Point. Also getting control of Banana. There are two players here to hold in luchov and deco. Deco, again, getting aggressive. The nade thrown in. Doesn't do nearly as much. The player tree could punish this. It's bolts, and he finds it. Luchov, though, a good trade. He's gonna stick around for more as well. That's foolhardy. He's lucky to survive. He'll run away as fast as he can. He won't be punished by a grenade either. Felps, though, spamming, getting a lot of control very quickly. And this is far from the convincing starts we've seen for BESTIA in the second half.
It's also far from a convincing start for Imperial as well. No Way's on 1 HP, literally 1 HP. Luchov is essentially 1 HP, but he has 18, so he could survive a stray nade or a wall shot. He's got that op in hand now as well. Poised on Banana. Bomb down, bottom Banana as the timer ticks down below the 50-second mark. Henny smokes out towards arch side. And it doesn't look like Imperial really know where they want to end just yet. They're probing, they're prodding, they're poking, and they're procrastinating.
Still have 30 seconds, and there's no smokes left. There's one Molotov on Noct. There it is, thrown towards B. It's going to be a B play for Imperial, and Luchov is going to entrench himself in the site. I respect this call. Spots the first crossing, gets a nice flick onto him. That's a good start, and he's looking for more as well. He's still kicking. Noct supporting from CT. 10 seconds left. They have to go for it. Peek from the op does not connect, but Nox's spray does. No Way gets control of the site. Plant has to go down now. No Way is the one holding it, and tomaszin secures the round. A kill on to VINI after time would be huge. And does he survive? No, he does not. He gets felled. He does get his money, but it's not a lot. Again, the lack of a bomb plant is going to hamstring this buy as they go up against Series Point for BESTIA.
Series Point for BESTIA. And for Imperial, a disastrous result. Anything short of qualification for ESL Challenger Atlanta would be considered a disappointment. For a roster comprising players the caliber of Henny, of Bolts, of Felps, of VINI. The one question mark we had coming into this tournament for them in No Way has overall done admirably. He's been a very solid player for them, aside from this map, and aside from the couple of the Anubises we've seen as well. He's been incredible for them, very capable in the multi-kills. But BESTIA have found a way to pull it back. It's tomaszin and it's luchov, with meyern supporting. Nate, the keys to the game that we mentioned back during the Onyx series for BESTIA are coming to fruition here again. Those three you want to see towards the top. It's exactly what they have. Noct eating a nade, but BESTIA They have their players performing as they need to. Just 5 frags from victory. How much longer will Imperial survive?
Caught, double swing, luchov and deco double down. The 2 on B taking out tomaszin underneath porch. Doesn't want to do support from meyern. Finds the first and second. The flames licking at his toes. He's felled. It's the last alive. No way. And he should have no way to bring this back for his team. No way to get to overtime. The first not even found. Luchov does him in from wine. 13-11 once again on Inferno in favor of BESTIA. And again, Imperial not using timeouts until it's far beyond gone.
Yeah, Imperial waiting far too long to use their timeouts.